everyone, it's Lauren J. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I like to do get ready with me style videos using products that are new to me, or just need a little bit more love in my collection. Today I'm going to be inspired by spring and summer gardens, so if you're interested in seeing what I come up with, please keep watching. Spring is slowly making its way into summer here where I live, and I am inspired to get outside and go walk around in some of the gardens, the arboretums, the parks, and I've just been very inspired lately by just watching all the flowers blooming, watching the koi in the pond, just being out in the sunshine, or even when it's cloudy. The air hasn't been great lately because of things going on in the world. Today the air quality is moderate, which is not great for me, but I'm still gonna go out anyway and get some quote-unquote fresh air, and I'm gonna try to go to one of the botanical gardens in my area. And so I just want to be a little bit inspired by that, use things in my collection that are bright and beautiful but also just match my mood. So as per usual, I've done skincare, sunscreen, I've done my brows, I've primed my face, and I've primed my eyes. So let's get started with the eye look. Today I am going to start out with one of my favorites from last year. This was from the Jardin Imaginaire collection, and this is Attaya or Attaya. It is number 52 from the Stylo Ombre et Contour, and it's a beautiful coppery orange shade. And I just love this for the summer. I think it's so beautiful. So I'm gonna lay this down as a base for my eye look today. Doesn't have to be too heavy. Just a nice wash, a little bit of color. Not going for a full-on bronzed look, but something a little bit coppery, a little bit orange and bright. And then I'm going to take the Laque in Rivage, and I'm going to go into the brown satin shade here in the corner, and I'm just going to use that on the outer corner of the eye for some shading, so the eye doesn't look completely flat. And then I'm going to go in and take a little bit of that beautiful shimmer shade, just this nice neutral shimmer shade, and I'm going to put that on the inner part of the eyelid, or on the inner corner. And then for my liner, one of my absolute favorites, this is Bleu Abysse from the Spring Summer collection from 2023. Same collection as Rivage. Just struggling with my liner a little bit today. This side is much more crisp than this side. That's okay. So this is the eye look. A little burnt orange and copper with a little bit of bright blue for contrast. Then we're going to go back into my base. I am going to go into my Le Correcteur de Chanel. This is in B10. I just picked this up recently, and I have been liking it. I haven't had any huge problems with it. I don't know that it's the world's most amazing concealer, but it's a nice concealer. And it mixes well with the other products that I use so far. And then with that base down, I'm going to go in with my Water Fresh Tint in medium light and a new clean brush. Well, not new, just clean, I guess. Good as new. I really just like this mix where it just softens up the darkness and the redness on my face. It's not really super high coverage, but it is just like really blurring and nice. A little bit brightening, not too brightening, but just very nice and diffusing. And I did want to show you this because I shook it up last time, so I didn't really get a chance to show you in my Le Beige collection video, but this is how much I've used of the Sunkissed Le Beige Sheer Healthy Glow Highlighting Fluid. So this is similar to the bottle where the Fluid and Luminor in Halo with the recent the recent Camélia Futura collection. But this is, I've used quite a bit of it, so I'm going to shake it up now. Not sure if that's my arm flapping or the liquid flapping. We'll never know. I'll never tell. And just plop that on my cheeks as a nice base for the rest of the color. But as you can see, it comes out very, very golden, but it doesn't really stay that metallic. You do have to be a little bit careful with it. At least I do, for it not to be super metallic, but it's very, very pretty. And then over the top of that, I'm going to go in with the Camélia Futura blush, and I'm going to go in with the lovely terracotta shade on the bottom strip here. I've been really enjoying using this lately. I also enjoy Deep Apricot from the Water Fresh blush line. However, that one is a little bit more deep for me on my skin, and I do need to make more effort to blend it out. And this one is just a little bit easier. Just a little bit softer. And if it gets too deep, you can either blend it out, or I can blend it out with what's left on my brush from the Water Fresh Tint, or I can take one of these lighter colors and just blend it out a little bit more. And then of course Noir Allure mascara. Okay, then to finish up this look, I'm going to go in with a lip combo that's a little bit different. So I'm going to go in with the About Face Fixed Lip Pencil. This one is in Love Like a Sunset. It is very, very bright coral. And then I'm going to top it off with the Rouge Laque in Seashell. This was from the 2023 Spring-Summer collection. So I'm not going to use a lot of this because it is very bright, as you can see. So that is a base of Love Like a Sunset. And then to apply this, I'm just going to put a bit on the back of my hand. I don't want to get orange inside the tube. And then I'm just going to take a bit on my ring finger. And blend them together. So I think that's just sort of bright and blurry, not super defined, but it is nice and pinky browny, pinky nudie. It's nice. Nice and diffused, which again is kind of what I'm going for with this look. So I know when you're talking about like being garden and outdoor inspired, you're probably thinking a lot of greens. I just tend to think water and oranges for, you know, the sun, and again the koi in the pond and the beautiful poppies growing everywhere. And I don't know, I tend to think water and colorful flowers. I love green, but there's a lot of people that do much more beautiful green looks out there than I do. So this is my inspiration, and I also just love aqua and orange together, aqua and copper. I think they're a beautiful combination. I hope you enjoyed this look. I hope you have a chance to get outside sometime this week and just enjoy nature for a little while, whether that's in a garden or in an arboretum or in a park, wherever, or in your own backyard or on your front porch. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Any of those would be welcome. All of them would be deeply, deeply appreciated. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.